Lycaon said the herbs would be near a little stream. That looks like it. These must be the herbs Lycaon wanted. These should be enough mandrake herbs. Time to go back to the physician. Here, I found your herbs.
Thank you. I'll prepare these for my patients. Could you please stay a while?
I'll wait.
I've crushed the herbs so they'll be easier to take. Could you please bring them to my patients? Just tell them they're from me, Lycaon.
I thought I brought you more herbs than this.
I needed to save a double dose for my grandmother. I'll give it to her soon.
Sure. I'll just deliver the rest then.
Thank you. All my patients are in and around the Hora of Delphi. One should be at the animal pens to the west. One is building a house in the northeastern corner. And, one works in the fields to the south. Come back here when you're done.
I'm sure I can find them. Lycaon sends his regards.
The medicine he promised. Thank you. Tell me, did he look well?
He didn't look sick to me.
I've seen him up and walking around at all hours, mumbling to himself. He seems worried. I should bring him some sweets to cheer him up.
I'm sure he'd appreciate that. I should watch my step around here. Lycaon made this medicine for you.
Thanks. See, I take care of these beasts, and Lycaon takes care of me. Too bad nobody takes care of him, though.
What do you mean?
His parents died young. His grandmother raised him, but then... she was born under a cursed star. Never mind that. He's a good boy.
I'm sure he is. These herbs are from Lycaon.
Oh, thank you. That physician is so thoughtful and so handsome. It's too bad he's decided not to marry.
Why not?
He just told me some nonsense about not wanting to burden an innocent woman with his worries. Personally, I just wish he'd been honest and said I'm not his type.
I wonder why he'd say that. I delivered all your medicine. Seems you have a lot of people concerned for your well-being.
Thanks. My grandmother, Praxithea, I have to bring her the last of the medicine. Will you come along with me to her house? I think I need your help.
Yes. I'd like to know what's going on here.
Oh, thank you. Please, my grandmother's house is this way.
Thanks for coming with me. Would you say you've killed many people?
Why do you ask me that?
If someone is impious to the point of doing grave injustice to people as well as the gods, do they not deserve punishment?
What did Praxithea do?
She spoke false prophecies for years. Those who came to her for advice received only lies.
Your grandmother was an oracle.
Yes, up on the hill in Delphi. She confessed to me recently that she never heard the gods, and only repeated the words she was told.
Told by vile people with evil intentions.
Exactly. Wars have been fought over those words. She can't be left unpunished.
My family was torn apart by a false prophecy. If it was one of hers, I may take matters into my own hands.
Where are you going?
I hope you have a coin for the dead. I won't die yet!
Thanks for coming with me. Would you say you've killed many people?
Why do you ask me that?
If someone is impious to the point of doing grave injustice to people as well as the gods, do they not deserve punishment?
What did Praxithea do?
She spoke false prophecies for years. Those who came to her for advice received only lies.
Your grandmother was an oracle.
Yes, up on the hill in Delphi. She confessed to me recently that she never heard the gods, and only repeated the words she was told.
Told by vile people with evil intentions.
Exactly. Wars have been fought over those words. She can't be left unpunished.
My family was torn apart by a false prophecy. If it was one of hers, I may take matters into my own hands.
Get out of here, Lycaon. I know what you want to do. You'll just bring more shame on our family.
I don't want to do this, Agavi. But for the sake of justice, we can't let Praxithea live.
It's out of our hands anyway. Some strange men were searching the village today, looking for her. I brought them here, and they dragged her away.
What kind of justice is that?
You wouldn't understand. She was an impious old fool. Now we have nothing more to worry about. Who are you, anyway?
I'm Alexios. I've also been wronged by a false prophecy. It might have been your grandmother's.
If we don't find her, we can't settle any of this. Please help me figure out where she's been taken.
I'll look for clues.
What did you expect me to do? All that talk about killing? A solution showed up, so I took it.
Praxithea must have lost this bracelet in the struggle. But no ordinary thief would have left something so valuable behind. This looks like a contract. Deliver the package to the drop-off, and don't damage it. If they mean Lycaon's grandmother, chances are she's alive. Have you seen anything strange going on around here?
Well, if bandits taking over my cousin's farm is strange, yes.
What did they do?
Gave her a running start. She can't go back there. They've set up camp, and they're armed and dangerous.
Interesting. Where is that farm?
It's not far west of here, but I wouldn't mess with those bandits.
Thanks for the advice. Praxithea was kidnapped and brought to a farm west of here. The bandits were hired to deliver her alive.
Thank you for figuring that out, Alexios.
I'm no fool, Lycaon. Your sister put Praxithea in great danger, and you've been asking me about killing. Do you want me to end her life?
No. It has to be me. I need to kill her.
She's your grandmother, and you're no killer. You should give this more thought.
She's my responsibility. I don't want her to suffer. That's why I asked you for Mandrake. It's a painkiller. But for now, will you go to the farm to stop those bandits? I don't think I can take them all on myself.
Let's go find Praxithea.
Thanks, Alexios. You said the farm was to the west. I'll meet you there.
must be the farm where Praxithea is being held prisoner. The watch will be vigilant here.
Don't worry, this won't take long.
I will enjoy taking your life!
Someone help me! You can't keep me in here! Evil bearer, you save me!
You are thankful, child. We must get away from here. Could more bandits be coming? Please, let's get out of here. Thank you for saving me, dear child.
Don't thank me, voice of Apollo. Or were those someone else's words you spoke?
So you've met my grandson. You're right. I lied to everyone. I am so sorry. The gods should have killed me by now. Instead, they made me live with my remorse.
Why did you spread lies? People trusted you. You were supposed to bring them the word of Apollo.
I didn't plan to, not when I was chosen to be the Oracle of Apollo. But I met people there who told me I must speak the words they asked, or else my family would suffer for my disobedience.
Family? Do you remember telling a Spartan family that their younger child must die? A grieving mother with eyes like mine.
I am so sorry for what you have lost.
Who wanted you kidnapped? These brutes didn't come up with the idea themselves.
Please, don't ask me that. The ones who want to punish me now, the ones who told me what to say, they would bury you alive if I told you about them.
The ones with masks and dark cloaks? The Cult of Kosmos?
Do not speak their name.
The Oracle who brought ruin on your family?
I'm sorry for what I've done. I accept my punishment. But please, don't let my grandson kill me. Lycaon's a good man, a healer. This would break him.
No, this is my responsibility. I must be the one to end her.
I've killed enough people to know that violence has no end. Better to move on, and make the best of the lives the gods have given you.
Move on? But you said Praxithea ruined your family.
She can do no more harm. Killing her for revenge won't change what happened. Besides, didn't you tell me something about hope?
Thank you for your mercy. I promise I will do good with what's left of my days.
You're right, Alexios. I might not be able to forgive my grandmother, not right away. But she can go on with her life, and I with mine.
I think you've made the right decision, Lycaon.
Ah, how do you do this? Decide who lives and who dies.
How do you do it, Lycaon? All those lives depending on you, needing your healing and kindness.
I think I need you, Alexios. Not to kill anybody or find anything. Just to stay with me.
I'm no healer, but I think you've been through a lot, Lycaon. You don't need a Misthios in your life. Go back home, and be the physician you were meant to be. Your sister sends her regards.
Did you find out anything about this traitor?
There seems to be a traitor in the temple, but she's unsure who. There was just a note reading, "Do not trust the fates."
Interesting. It really is as my sister says. We can't trust anyone. Thank you, Misthios. I'll watch my back. Is there something else?
I've done what you asked. What now?
My scouts will meet us at my villa. They'll fill us in on what they've discovered, thanks to your efforts. I have something else to attend to, but... if I get there, and we have some time on our hands, by the fates, we'll have some fun.
No. The cult is what's important right now. I'll see you at the villa.
By the fates. You can only resist me for so long.
We've been expecting you. Please follow me. She's instructed me to take good care of you before she arrives. Your shoulders must be aching. I'm sure I can help loosen you up before Diona arrives.
Sure you don't want to reconsider?
Securing Kythera can wait.
Good, because I can't. By the fates!
Did she leave already?
Yes, quite a while ago, in fact.
Diona said something about the scouts and their report. Where are they?
Diona is done with you.
Malaka! That's enough charade, Priestess. Finish the job.
Diona's done with you, Alexios.
Put it down! You! What's going on?
I was just doing as I was told. Diona told me to take you to the garden. Please don't kill me!
Why did they attack me? I freed these men myself.
Diona played you like she did the High Priestess. The captain you killed was a leader for her sister's reinforcements. And the poison was to be used against you if you prove too dangerous.
I'll show that snake exactly how dangerous I am. Why is Diona doing this to her own people?
Diona hates her sister. She's been second best all her life.
So she joined the cult to take power?
I never expected her to take it this far.
I'm going to kill this traitor.
She's on her way to kill the High Priestess at the altar, north of the temple. You'll have to hurry.
The altar? Good. Aphrodite will have a sacrifice tonight.
Do you trust the face you see in your reflection? I don't.
Come on!
Diona! Where is she?
She has the High Priestess, by the altar of Aphrodite.
You're identical twins? Don't move! I can't believe you're twins.
She's always been jealous of my success, mercenary. Living in my shadow has finally broken her. Kill her now! Lived in my shadow! I loved you, Diona. I never wanted to be your superior. Misthios, you must kill her before she lets the cult take over Kythera. It pains me, but it must be done. You wouldn't feel a thing, you monster. I'm not sure you ever have.
The High Priestess will know what was in the note from her handmaiden.
Do not trust the Fates! How could you possibly know that? Her end must have been so tragic she renounced the Fates. The poor girl, it was all my fault. I sent her to spy on you, and you had her killed when she threatened to expose you. Don't listen to her lies. I am the High Priestess.
I could just kill you both. Maybe I should.
Kill us both? You truly think they care which one of us lives or dies? She speaks true. By the Fates, with both of us dead, the cult will simply send their own High Priestess to fill the void. You would know what the cult would do, wouldn't you, Snake?
What if I let you settle this yourself?
Walk away and you'll have more blood on your hands. Diona will surely slay me. Snake! She knows I am the one who will perish. If you do nothing, the fall of Kythera will be all your fault.
Enough!
Slay Diona where she stands! Do the right thing, Misthios. Slay the Oni!
Shut up! You! I see right through you, Diona. It's over.
By the fates, I'll kill you both!
Well, I enjoy that. Your cult leader has been sniffed out, High Priestess.
My own sister.
Her true nature was clear.
I loved her, despite all she's done over the years. That love blinded me.
It did.
You've secured Kythera for me, Misthios. Now, about the Cult of Kosmos.
High Priestess.
Indeed. As High Priestess, it is my duty to call out to the wayward and return them to Aphrodite's bosom. And if you've ever been to Pefka and met its inhabitants, you'll see why divine intervention is their only salvation.
I've never been.
Lucky you. One of my priestesses was sent there and came back rattled. She spoke of a man, Melite.
What about him?
The people living in Pefka are terrified of him. He runs some shady operations, but what exactly I can't be sure. Maybe this will be of help.
Thank you, High Priestess.
Now, if you'll excuse me, it is time to rebuild. Here. The Cult of Kosmos is in Pefka, Misthios. Seek out Melite and destroy him.
Let's go! Yeah! Yeah! Ella. What seems to be the problem?
Empedocles be praised, and Misthios! I've done nothing wrong, yet these priestesses mean me harm. Please, my god is powerful and rich!
His god is a Malaka, a blasphemous blight on Aphrodite's hallowed soil. This is a matter for priestesses alone.
You said rich?
Indeed. Empedocles rewards those who come to his call. These priestesses have imprisoned him in the fort. He's a god. He deserves worship.
He doesn't sound like much of a god to me.
How could you?
You can't keep a god bound. And anyone who tried would die in the attempt.
Empedocles is not that kind of god.
He is no god at all. Your words are an affront to the will of Aphrodite.
If these priestesses speak for Aphrodite, then I speak for all three slobbering heads of Cerberus.
Time to go save a god, apparently.
Do as you will, Misthios. But even you cannot be everywhere at once.
I'll be fine. Is there anything else you need to know?
Where can I find this god of yours?
They have him locked in a cage in Scandia Bay with the livestock. This would be shameful for any regular god, and more so for a vegetarian god.
Does he stand out in any way? There may be more than one prisoner.
The guards stripped him naked. And when you are confronted with his gift, Empedocles' godly nature will be hard to deny.
His gift?
Let's just say you'll know it when you see it.
I know all I need. Your Empedocles will be freed.
Do not worry for my sake.
He's over there. There's the Murak's camp. They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
Who did that?
Athenians win now. Athenians aren't going to like that.
If I can... Do you see, feeble humans? I, the great Empedocles, cannot be caged. Worship me, and I offer you an audience with the gods. Put down your blades. I offer those who follow me an audience with my brothers and sisters. The gods cannot bleed. So you best put down your blades. Do not stab my godly... Look upon...
No need to thank me for your rescue. Your like me is thanks enough.
Me? Thank you? Here? With no audience? No, my heroic friend. The stage is not set. Our performance is missing that most vital ingredient. An audience. Meet me by my personal statue so we may continue. We worship a little differently where I'm from. We don't kill a man for what he believes. We show respect.
Respect is for the gods, not those who pretend to be them.
The world is full of strife, yes, but also love. Embrace it. Embrace me. And I will personally introduce you to all my family. The gods.
If being locked naked in a cell makes someone a god, the Pantheon would be overflowing.
Maybe Empedocles is a god, maybe he's not. All I know is that he doesn't beat young men to death. I follow you proudly.
Brothers, sisters of Kythera, join me.
You think betraying Aphrodite will go unpunished?
You may not believe in my godliness, Misthios, but I believe there's some god in you, and that we can put to use.
Even a god won't work for free.
Of course. What else would I spend my drachmae on? Clothes?
Clothes would do you some good.
You're just scared of my true form. But there's another matter we need to discuss.
I'll help you. How often do you get to help a god?
Of my caliber? Never. Come, my well-muscled friend. There is much to discuss. But first...
So you're not the god of getting to the point?
The likeness is terrifyingly good, don't you think?
Terrifying, yes. What did you need?
A god never needs help. But yes, please. I've been having trouble with my brothers and sisters.
The gods?
Family problems. When I first arrived on Kythera, I was imprisoned for my beliefs. They stole my purple robe, and inside it is a very special disc. The key to my family estate.
And you want this disc retrieved?
Of course. The disc is a key. A key that opens a door to the gods themselves. This disc must be returned to me.
The gods wait for no one.
Patience is not one of our virtues, no. Will you help?
This disc sounds important. I'll find the man who stole it, and return it to you. Found him.
Purple dye might stink like rotten dog guts, but I'll be fucked if it doesn't.
Look how he strides. The confidence. If I didn't know better, I'd say there were two gods of Kythera.
I found your disc.
Praise me! Clearly I have worked through you.
Clearly. Time to meet the gods, then?
I'd love to introduce you to my family. Of course, if you're ready to join me.
This should be interesting.
That, my dear Misthios, I can absolutely guarantee. A moment, please, while I address my audience. Rejoice! For I, your humble god, shall introduce you to my brothers and sisters. Athena awaits you. Ares demands your audience.
That's a big promise.
You doubt me?
I doubt you could get us to the ocean. It's behind you, by the way.
How dare you mock? I'm a god! A god! What am I?
A god?
Thanks for clearing that up.
We set sail for the Gulf of Corinth, and all the secrets she veils. Meet us there, and see the truth for yourself.
And meet your siblings? I wouldn't miss it. follow us. These bronze statues could rival even Phidias' finest work.
Sit down. Πού καρεστώνει τούτο.
Please help me.
Calm down. Tell me what happened.
Raiders in the forest. My husband, he tried to fight them off.
Did you say the forest? I thought the forests of Argos are safe.
They stole our food, our horse. They wanted to take me. All I can hear is their awful laughing. Such a horrible noise.
Laughing? And a whole group ambushed you for one horse.
Yes!
If your husband is facing the bandits alone, he won't have long to live.
Please! I have a child. You have to help us.
I will find your husband and the bandits.
After you saved that child I knew, can't help but do the right thing, can you?
Chrysis? You killed this man just to set a trap?
It's an honor to give your life to Era's greatest priestess. He died willingly. With him gone, I have room for one more on my council. It isn't too late to join us.
You've lost your mind, Chrysis. This is madness!
A world where a killer like you is held up as a hero. That is madness.
This is the world you helped to make, and I will unmake it.
Very well. If you wish to be an agent of chaos, if you wish to be a killer, then kill, child. You could have joined me, messenger. We could have ruled the world together. Die for me, my child.
You fucking snake! I will not stop until every last cultist has met my spear. You will be erased from history. I will erase you. This is for my mother and every family you destroyed.
So now they have people watch us get punished. That's a different kind of shame.
I'm not here to watch. I just saw you by chance.
What you saw was a man who paid his master for freedom, but is being kept a slave.
You can do that?
My master gave me a price for my freedom, and I saved until I had enough. Now that I've given him the drachmi, he pretends as if the deal never existed.
That isn't right. Let me talk to him for you.
Really? You'd do that? My name is Phaedon. I don't know who you are, but surely you were sent by the gods. They must have heard my prayers.
If you're waiting on help from the gods, I can leave.
No, please don't. Someone or something brought you here to me.
Yes, my legs did.
Gods or not, I'm grateful. My master should be near the silver mine. He's likely overseeing other slaves like myself.
Have you always been a slave?
Since my youth. I was in the wrong place and born to the wrong family. I've been sold more than once.
And you just now got enough to buy your freedom?
More like I found a master who was willing to give me that sort of deal. I should have known he'd lie. It was my only hope, and now it's gone.
Do you often get whipped like that?
More than you know.
What did you do?
I don't always know. Not working fast enough, looking at someone wrong, asking for water. Sometimes they do it just for fun. I'm not sure how much more I can take.
I'll talk to your master and make sure he listens.
He's not really the listening type.
He will be with me.
You look strong. I could always use more people to keep the slaves in line if you're looking for work.
I'm already working. I'm here about one of your slaves, Phaedon.
As if I know their names. You're wasting my time.
Give me a moment to explain.
That's close enough to begging for me. Fine. Speak.
There's a man who paid you for his freedom. He'd like you to follow through on that promise.
Doesn't sound familiar. But I'm feeling generous. Do something for me, and I'll give this Phaedon his freedom.
What is it?
There's a woman I'd like you to kill. It'll leave her family to fend for themselves. But the Cult of Kosmos needs it done.
You're a member of the cult? If that's true, then you know who I am.
You're smarter than they make you out to be, Eagle Bearer.
Tell me why I shouldn't just kill you now.
You could. Of course, if I'm killed, the slave stays that way. And I'm the only one who knows where his papers are.
Why does this woman need to die?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you needed to know that. Wait, you don't.
Phaedon said you already broke your promise once. This better not be another of those times.
Look around. I have plenty of slaves. In exchange for the woman's death, I can let one go.
Most people prefer to keep their cult status a secret.
You can't do a thing about it if you want to help whatever his name is. Also, it adds a bit more fun to the situation, don't you think?
I'll be on my way.
Kill the woman or not, it's your choice. But if you want your slave friend to go free, it's the only way. One person's freedom is another's demise.
Alexios!
Alexios! What chance that we should meet here?
It doesn't really feel like chance.
Ah, so you wish for today's topic to be about fate?
No, not really.
Good, because I had another in mind.
Attika is large, yet fate keeps bringing us together.
Ah, you're trying to bring us back to fate once again. I won't let you avoid answering my questions, though.
So how much did you overhear?
Oh, all of it. You have a difficult choice to make, clearly. How much is the freedom of one person worth? Do you believe one life is worth more than another?
There's no difference between one person and another. We all take our first breath the same way.
But are the breaths you take equal to my own? Would you not say the breath of Pericles is put to better use than that of someone in prison?
Of course, Pericles can do more than someone like a thief.
Then, perhaps, people aren't equal after all. Your changed mind makes it clear how difficult a question this is.
I think I've said enough.
Ah, you're right. I know you are busy and your mind is weary.
That does sound like me.
Go now. It's been an honor having these conversations with you.
You too, Socrates.
What is it?
I'm not going to kill someone so you'll free Phaethon when he should have been already.
Fine. I'll find someone else to kill her, and Phaethon will remain my slave. I'll be sure he receives a grand reward for wasting so much of my time.
That's for what you did to my family.
Nothing gets past the eyes of Kosmos.
price on my head will go up.